here is how to write a full and final thesis statement. So it's a good thesis. If you don't have a strong thesis, you are not going to have a strong essay, since it is the one sentence main idea going at the end of your introduction. In an argument paper, this is your main argument and how you're going to prove it. In a more informative paper, such as the pledge or the expository essay, this is just the main topic and what you're saying about it. So there's 3 components to a full and final thesis. You have to have your topic, what the essay is about, what you're trying to say about the topic or your claim, and then your 3 main points, which is what you will be using to support your topic and claim. These 3 points correspond with your 3 body paragraphs, so if you have more than that, you would have more main points, or else they would be separated into other body paragraphs, but that's what that corresponds with. So your topic plus your claim plus your 3 points is your full and final thesis. It's just like an equation. So here is an example. Ernest Hemingway's stories help create a new prose style by employing extensive dialogue, shorter sentences, and strong Anglo-Saxon words. So the topic, I use the same font to help you figure it out. The topic of that thesis, and therefore of the whole essay, is Ernest Hemingway's stories. So that's just, what is it about? It can be one word. Hold on, I don't want that, I want this. And then what is the author trying to claim about that? The author's trying to claim that his stories help create a new prose style, so that they changed that style of writing. And how did they do it? What are the supports to explain how his stories created a new style of writing? This author is going to use extensive dialogue, shorter sentences, and strong Anglo-Saxon words. So he or she would have a paragraph on dialogue and how that changed the prose style, the shorter sentences that he uses, and then finally the Anglo-Saxon words, the word choice. So it's like diction, syntax, dialogue. So those would be the 3 body paragraphs all together discussing how his stories created that new style. So here's another example. I would like you to please pause the video here so that you can highlight the topic, claim, and 3 main points on your own. So go ahead and pause and do that now. Okay, so hopefully you noted that the topic of this thesis is tent camping, what it's about. And the person is claiming that it can be an extremely frustrating experience. And how they're going to prove it, they're going to look at uncontrolled factors such as bad weather would be a body paragraph, wildlife encounters would be another, and equipment failures would be the last one. So that's how you set up a thesis. Now I want you to start to write your own. So here it is all laid out, and then at the bottom you will write your 1-sentence thesis with everything together. So in your pledges, your topic, you all have the same topic. For the following 2 essays, you'll choose your own, but for this one, I have assigned it. Your topic is goals. That's what you're writing about, and you're trying to claim that you want to achieve them, or that they are achievable. They are worthwhile, you can do it, they will help you, something along those lines. And then your 3 main points, yours will all be different here. This is where your theses will differentiate. Your first one, you don't need to write this down because you're going to write your actual point here, but it is a personal goal. So something that you want to achieve in the near future that has to do with sports, athletics, or health, relationships, a skill, a hobby, languages, something that is not related to the classes that you're taking right now. Then your next goal is your short-term academic goal. You can achieve it this year. So you'll write what yours actually is. And I want these goals to all be realistic. I don't really care what they are, as long as you're being true to yourself. Like, I don't need everyone to say that your goal is to graduate in the top 10 of the class. Because that wouldn't be realistic. If all of you try to do that, then 50 of you would be disappointed. But anyway, so be true to yourself. Do something that you think is worthwhile and manageable and actually makes you a better person, is going to set you up for success. So your final goal, a long-term academic goal, you can achieve by the end of high school or beyond that into CTC or college or a career. So thinking through that. And then you can, once you figure those things out, write your actual thesis. So all of that together, something like 3 of the main goals I want to achieve are to learn French, pass my 9th grade classes with at least a B, and I don't know, research colleges for education majors in order to become a teacher. So just one sentence, goals, you want to achieve them, or something along those lines. You can rephrase it, but just that you have a topic and a claim about it, and then your 3 goals. So again, that's the end of your introduction. You'll have more in front of that talks about goals more broadly. This is just specifically the main point of this particular essay. So you can go ahead and fill that out now. You're going to submit it later in an outline form, so you're not going to submit this document, but you will tell me your thesis. So go ahead and do that.